my gosh, I'm so excited. Hi, Ashley. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Sophia came and joined us like right when I hit to go live. Good morning. Yay! Today is our live giveaway. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. So great to be with you. Thanks for your patience to come in to this new time for our KR daily transmission. It's so wonderful to see everyone popping on. Good morning. Good morning. Woo! Wow. Welcome. So today we're doing a huge, and I mean like huge giveaway. We're going to keep it a surprise for the end, but I want to share how you can be a part of the live giveaway, what qualifies you for the giveaway. It's really simple. We're going to be offering a guided healing meditation today with Isis and Hathor. This week we've been working with Isis and Hathor for creativity and communication, and how creativity and communication relates to your divine purpose and your spiritual leadership. Good morning. Oh, everyone's so excited to be here. Lovely to see you. Amazing. Yeah, so join us here live for today's transmission, and then if you're the winner, we're going to need to know how to get in touch with you. We're going to need to know how to get you your prize. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to put your name and the city and state, if you're in the US, that you're watching live. And if you're watching from out of the country, feel free to put that as well in the chat. And please feel free to also say hello to our beautiful international community of lightworkers. We're so happy to be here with you. We're up to amazing things in the world. If you're new to my channel, you might not even know who I am, and I might have just popped up on your feed. My name is Kaia, and I am the author of the Sophia Code. And we are an international platform that offers Ascension education, activations, initiations, mentorship programs with the Ascended Masters, to activate your sovereign divinity, to support you and how you can embody your higher self and fulfill your divine purpose and step into your angelic mission in this lifetime. So I want to welcome anyone joining us new today for the first time. We have a plethora of free educational materials on my YouTube channel. There's multiple journeys to the Sophia Code that we did last year that we've created playlists for. We also just completed a self-love journey in February. And you can catch all those replays on the KR Daily Transmission playlist. And we also offer the Heaven on Earth Prayer Collective, which is a free global gathering that happens every third Sunday of the month, where we pray and meditate together for an entire hour. And you receive activations and transmissions that are sponsored by the Sophia Code Foundation. So anyways, this year I decided, because of world events, that it was more important than ever that we continue to gather on a regular basis for free here on YouTube Live as a part of our online ministry and outreach to support lightworkers worldwide to really step into their the courage that it takes to embody our sovereign divinity during such extreme times, and to grow the strength and evolutionary curve of our international community in such a way that we will be quantum leaping all year long, because we're growing together in real time through these YouTube live transmissions. And if you're new, feel free to introduce yourself. And we have our team angels here that are happy to support you with any questions that you have. We have our certified Sophia Circle leaders that are joining us live every morning as well, like Chelsea and Jade. We have so many people that are Dana that are on the live feed here that, you know, if you're a Sophia Circle leader, go ahead, share that you're a Sophia Circle leader. We have a certified directory on my website, and our beautiful Sophia Circle leaders have been certified and trained to lead you through every chapter of the Sophia Code and what's called an official Sophia Circle journey. And this is an incredibly important part of our worldwide ministry, sharing the teachings of the Sophia Code in a creative, clear, sovereign space, which our leaders are trained in how to facilitate such a powerful space where we awaken through Sophia Christ consciousness. And Veronica's our Sophia Circle leader. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Welcoming Lindsay. Oh my gosh, it's so great to just see how beautiful and powerful our community of leaders are. We also, Sophia Code community is also an international community of leaders that are leading on their own platforms. Authors, activists, healers, advocates, change makers, business owners, entrepreneurs, individuals that are bringing the Sophia Code into their boardrooms, into their classrooms, even if it's resonating the consciousness of sovereignty in the background. They're actively leading behind the scenes, sharing this consciousness, embodying this consciousness in many different fields of interests and careers. And this is leadership too. It's learning how to embody the consciousness of the Sophia Code, of your higher self, to make a significant impact in this world. You know, everyone's call to leadership is unique. Leadership, we believe that leadership is service, and we believe the highest service comes from sovereignty. And we know that for us to embody our sovereignty, we must be willing to explore and discover the divine attributes that we have been given directly from God, to finally accept that we are divinity in the flesh, that we are divine beings having a very powerful and heroic human experience. And the two mentors that help us with that process of reclaiming our sovereign divinity so that we're leading from a truly authentic space of empowerment are Isis and Hathor. And Isis and Hathor are ancient spiritual guides and masters from when ancient Egyptian, even more than we know about ancient Egypt, there was a time Kemet on the planet where these golden age civilizations existed even before what we understand to be ancient Egypt. And their legacy of love was so powerful. Hathor was actually Isis's mentor. So they lived at different times, and Hathor's spiritual leadership literally spanned half the globe. Her mystery souls were, they were so powerful. They initiated so many embodied masters that her movement spread like wildfire. And it's why we've included her in the Sophia Code, because that's exactly what we're up to in this movement. We're up to spreading the transmission and the resonance of Sophia Christ consciousness, sharing it with as many people as possible that are ready to up-level and upgrade their daily human life to live in that heavenly reality that is already existing within them as their sovereign divine light. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who are just joining us live, we're doing an incredible giveaway today at the end of today's transmission. And the only qualifications for this very generous and very exciting giveaway is saying hello, sharing your name, where you're watching live from, and to be present when we do the live giveaway at the end of today's call. So I'm really excited to be here with each of you. If you're a Sophia Circle leader just tuning in, feel free to share that you're part of our international ministry as one of our leaders. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here with you. So we're going to do a little bit of a transmission with Isis, and then this is an opportunity for me to share why we're gathering live in Austin in May. And I'm going to share a little bit about that before our giveaway. And shared the vision of how the Ascended Masters are asking us to show up and gather as community, both, of course, online, which for many of us is what is possible during these extreme times. But there is a call for those who can actually meet together and gather together as a community. The Ascended Masters have always guided me as to when and how that should happen, even when we were walking through the very intense circumstances of the past 2 years. The Ascended Masters were always encouraging me to be brave and courageous and to keep creating for our community in a way that allowed anyone and everyone that could possibly gather to feel the transmission live and in person, and to discover what it's like to actually engage in person with Christ consciousness, and everyone in the room choosing in their sovereign divinity to explore the divine virtues, the power, the creativity, the ability to communicate in new ways through Sophia Christ consciousness. When we actively walk the way of embodying our higher self every day, your consciousness changes. It goes higher, and you start to make different choices that create higher and higher resonance of a reality around you. And you start to magnetize people to you that are awakening alongside of you to their own sovereign divinity. Yes, Serena, you can absolutely sign up for the giveaway. It's happening at the end of today's call. Feel free to introduce yourself, where you're watching in live from, and be here live at the end as we announce our winner. So this is why, to the best of my ability, although it was extremely uncomfortable for me as a business owner, as someone who's running the financials of an international ministry, it's always brought me to the edge of my own vulnerability with my own leadership, to keep showing up to the requests that the Ascended Masters have for us to come together live at different junctions throughout our community's evolutionary journey, because there are just gatherings that happen in person that literally change the course of our collective history. And for all we know, the ripple effect that it can have on all of our friends, family, community members, clients, it's extraordinary. When we did, I had received the message back in at the end of 2019 to create an event in Los Angeles. And it was a push for me. I had been in Bali. I had just presented my work in France, and to come back to the US and present in Los Angeles, it was a lot on me physically and emotionally. But I kept getting the message from the Ascended Masters that something big was coming in 2020, and that our community absolutely needed to gather before whatever was going to happen was going to happen. And I knew as well from the astrological coordinates that the guidance I was receiving was on point. And so we created this event that we called the Wings Up. It was like a Wings Up Magdalene Leadership Activation event. And it happened at the end of January, or beginning of, I think it was the end of January 2020. And literally we had standing room only by the time the doors opened. We were sold out, and it was standing room only in the back of this hotel room that we had, conference room that we had rented. And to this day, people still send us correspondence saying like, hey, if it weren't for that leadership conference right before the pandemic, I wouldn't have made it through with my leadership and my divine purpose during this really incredibly challenging time for my business, my leadership, my ministry. And to know that, so many Sophia Circle leaders were initiated out of that LA gathering. So then, this sacred text of sovereignty was being shared worldwide when people couldn't gather in person, because we offer virtual Sophia Circle gatherings. It was like the movement kept moving because we took the risk to coordinate an event in LA that pretty much served 300 people live, which we weren't expecting at all. It was like everyone's consciousness really was feeling something big was coming, and people were finding a way to get to Los Angeles, even beyond their understanding. And thank God for that, because the initiations and the activations that happen, when a couple hundred people gather live together, are literally extraordinary, because everyone's higher self gathered together in the same room. All of that energy, all of that heart opening, it literally throws open the temple gates for the Sophia Dragon Tribe to just go, to offer us their highest and brightest activations and teachings in real time. And one of the breakthroughs that happened in Los Angeles was that we got to witness a whole new dynamic of community dialogue and engagement, where we were doing, full-blown somatic healing for, with individuals on stage that then got to, everyone in the audience was experiencing those same, that same release simultaneously. And, that's just the magic of why I personally and my team keep showing up to producing these live events, such as Austin that's coming up this May. It's because we believe in this transmission so much, and we do everything we can to offer it as much as we can online. And there's just nothing that can replace the live experience. And we know that when those certain coordinates and destiny points happen, where we are called to share, such as in Austin this May, Sedona this August, and we have a really special event coming up in Scottsdale, Arizona in October. It's like, when we take the time to create this sacred space for so many people to come forward and activate together, literal miracles happen left and right. It's like quantum popcorn of miracles. So I have to say personally that if it weren't for Ascended Master Isis, my public career started with Ascended Master Isis. I'm actually wearing the Isis Winged Prophecy cuff today. It feels amazing to be wearing this. Nia Whitehorse was like, you gotta wear the Isis Prophecy cuff today. This is a big day for leadership. And this is a cuff that I wear often on stage live that I designed. This design actually came through from Isis within an hour in my art studio one night. And that just speaks to like the laser focus that Isis initiates us into in our spiritual leadership. When we start mentoring with Isis for our leadership, for our creativity, for our communication, everything that we think we're afraid of becomes revealed to our consciousness as the next step into our greatest empowerment. And as a mentor, Isis always guides us to be brave, to have courage, and to take those steps that we've never taken before. And here's the thing, that's how leadership happens. That's how your divine purpose is fulfilled. It's one step at a time. It's having the willingness to go within and to listen to that intuitive inner guidance that's guiding you to take those steps one step at a time, to live in your highest potential, to embrace your greatest sovereign creativity, to communicate and articulate your message and your consciousness in your divine service in ways that, maybe in the past you would have run from. Isis teaches us to stop running and to stand still in our power, to actively listen to our higher self, and to move with grace and power and creativity and communication into the unknown, and to trust that when we show up in our creative power, even though there are many unknown variables, that we will be met by the goodness of life, that we will be met by the miracles of the masters co-creating with us, that we will be met by the light of our divinity, lifting us up beyond the duality and the fears of our past. Isn't that interesting? So, coming back full circle to what I shared, like the first time I ever publicly channeled on stage was at a temple dedicated to the goddess Isis. And I remember when the invitation was extended to me to stand on stage and to, show my psychic gifts outside of a private client container where I had, just previously only served privately with clients. Isis came to me and she said, "It's time. I am going to mentor you in your public ministry as a speaker, sharing your gifts for others to see you because you have so many people to serve. You cannot continue to serve just privately. The more you are seen in your gifts, the more people will be able to receive their own gift, their own mirroring, their own empowerment." And I offer that as a message to all of us because Isis and Hathor, um, Isis is always inviting us to our next steps. And I believe these sovereign soul events were created for some of us as our next steps in this community. And I'm just, God, every time I go to step up on that stage, I feel how much I'm ready to, and my whole team, we're ready to put our arms and our wings around everyone there who's ready to step up to that mic and ready to step up to that stage with us. And so, one of the things that's really special that we're going to be doing in Austin is something I've only done at our special VIP immersives in Sedona. We are now going to be offering it to the public live for the first time in Austin, which is these sessions called Step to the Mic with Kaia sessions. And this is your opportunity, if you're selected as one of the audience members, to participate in a Step Up to the Mic session where we get you in the spotlight and I coach you live on stage, and you kick the tires of the stage and you get to feel what it's like to fully step into your power, channeling your higher self, connecting to the ascended masters live with an audience. And I'm right there coaching and mentoring with you every step of the way. And it's literally like lightning. It's like watching where lightning is going to land throughout the audience, on the stage, within yourself. It is by far my most favorite offering that I do live in person. And again, we've reserved this primarily for Sophia Circle leaders and our VIP mentor clients in the past. And we're going to have a lot of our Sophia Circle leaders leading with us in Austin, which is super exciting. So you'll be able to meet some of our amazing Sophia Circle leaders. And as we step into this sovereign space of empowerment together and explore, what does it really take to lead? What does it really take to serve in these times? What does it take to step into your creative empowerment, to step into your, most sovereign communication of your message? Or even just not even the vocal message, the somatic approach of your leadership. We're going to just blow the roof off of this event in Austin, and we're going to be having multiple outdoor fire ceremonies, actual fire ceremonies that are going to be such a powerful way for us to transfigure the fears of our past and the pain of our past into the spiritual gold of our service in 2022 and beyond. So we had an incredibly successful psychic development training last year in Sedona, but most of it was virtual. And although we do have limited capacity in Austin to still navigate some of the, just dwindling issues around the past 2 years, we do have a greater capacity for live in-person attendance than we did in Sedona last year. So if you're feeling called, please be sure to reach out and ask. You can have a free consultation with my team angels. They can answer all of your questions about coming to Austin to be with us at this gorgeous outdoor venue. And we also have different forums where you can look up travel share with other attendees. And we're just getting so pumped to bring the fire to Austin and to receive these fire dragon teachings from the Sophia Dragons in Austin, along with all of your favorite ascended masters. So I would love for us to just do a little transmission, activation, healing guided meditation with Oh my goodness. Can you see this with Sophia? I just want to check this out. Look at that. Are you kidding me? The cross legs? Oh, Sophia. She's like, okay, that's enough. So Sophia is feeling comfortable in her power there. I loved that. So yeah, let's take this opportunity. Feel free to, again, share where you're watching live from to be a part of today's live giveaway, which we're going to give away in just a few minutes. A huge giveaway. It's going to be such a big deal. So you want to stay tuned live for that. And yeah, let's take this moment to come into the presence of Isis and Hathor, activating our creativity, our communication, our abilities to communicate, and our divine purpose on a whole new level in 2022. Woo, so good to see everyone live. All right. I invite you to visualize a circle of sovereign empowerment, a circle of light that surrounds your body 3 to 5, 6 feet outside of your body. You may see beautiful flames of light or rays of light that radiate out from the circle. And we welcome those first 8 revealed key codes of the Sophia Code, standing at the 8 pillars of your circle of empowerment, which are White Buffalo Woman in the north, key code 7 of the Sophia Code, Isis, key code 1 of the Sophia Code in the northeast, Hathor in the east, Green Tara in the southeast, Mother Mary in the south, Mary Magdalene in the southwest, Kuan Yin in the west, and the Holy Seraphim, the Sophia Dragons in the northwest. In the center of your circle, from the very center of your heart, radiating out from your body, out along the perimeter of your circle, we welcome the presence of your Holy Spirit, higher self, creating a column of light from the very source of all love, the very source of your divine mother, divine father, creator, creatrix, source, a column of light descending down, creating and manifesting your human body here on earth. And that column of light travels all the way to the heart of Mother Earth. And I welcome you to breathe into your heart center. 3 deep breaths. I know there's a lot of excitement. We have a really incredible giveaway that's about to happen. So just relax, but we can just relax into our heart center, knowing that whoever is going to win that giveaway, we're all winning, because the spirit of generosity blesses everyone in our community. We are all being called in some way to something great this year within us and in the experiences that we are ready to have in our personal and collective growth. And the excitement and the anticipation that we feel in this moment is a mirror that we are safe to feel passionate and thrilled and excitement and goodness about our own hearts and our ministries and our leadership and our divine purpose every day of 2022. And we call forth the presence of Isis, this beautiful spiritual mentor that initiates us in the truth that it is safe to be seen, it is safe to lead in this lifetime. She shares that with us in her key code 1 initiation of the Sophia Code. Isis steps forward and she's reminding each and every one of us that she knows that when she shared that truth, that it is safe to be seen, it is safe to lead in this year and beyond, that it immediately brings forward certain self-doubts or insecurities about what could happen if you are more seen, if you stepped into your leadership. What could happen if you had more resources to expand your leadership, to expand your platform, to share your message with more people? You would also be seen potentially by people that don't want to receive your message, that might not agree with what you have to share, say. And that the moment we take a step forward in courage, we also take forward a step in facing our greatest fears about what could happen if we keep stepping forward in that leadership We keep being seen in our gifts and talents. What Isis is sharing with you as she brings her wings up to your face, she's transmitting these beautiful rays of light from her heart to your heart. And her message to you is, it's no longer worth it to hold yourself back with these fears of what others will think of you or what others will say. Because the rewards are too rich. The rewards are too great. The investment in yourself and in your community and in the future of this world is too valuable to hold yourself back anymore for the fears, hatred, projections, or judgments of others. And this is why Isis and all of the Ascended Masters are mentoring us and guiding us and beckoning us forward into our greatest empowerment, because she's saying, this is the lifetime for you and I, for all of us, to become fully healed and liberated from the codependency of being more afraid of what other people might say or do about us leading, instead of leading, instead of taking that initiative, where we would be so liberated from the judgments and fears of others that we wouldn't let anything or anyone hold us back ever again from being who we really are. What happens when we are no longer held back from being who we really are? We each step into a radiant light, both individually and collectively, that literally changes the course of history. And it changes your future timeline for living in your highest success, your greatest joy, and most importantly, your deepest understanding of self-love, self-compassion, and self-celebration and self-honor. Here's the thing. Many people are motivated to step into their divine purpose and to spiritual leadership, initially for the promises of success that they may feel or receive by being willing to serve at that level. But Jesus taught us, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. The real reason why each and every one of us want to lead, Isis is sharing, is because it's an accelerated path of personal growth that leads you to a self-love that is so unshakable and so invincible and so empowering, that you are filled with the totality of love for yourself in such a way that it literally starts to prosper every aspect of your life, because that is the only energy that love could ever create in this world. More prosperity, more abundance, more connection, more fun, more play, more joy. That's the resonance of divine love. That's the resonance of self-love. Your spiritual leadership, stepping into your divine purpose, being willing to be seen in your gifts, skills, and talents, places your feet upon a path where you get to experience an accelerated yes to releasing the past, while you are experiencing accelerated momentum to embracing your present empowerment. It's happening simultaneously. And so Isis is bringing her wings around you and she's embracing you. And there's this beautiful violet flame transition that is descending from your crown chakra all the way through your body, all the way down to your feet chakra. And it's filling all of your major chakras with this violet flame that is transmuting past life fears, previous fears of unworthiness, abandonment, self-sabotage that has held you hostage in many ways. She's saying that you might not be aware of, but she's saying, as you allow this violet flame and the embrace of her mentorship to uplift your consciousness, you're going to feel how her transmission is helping to lighten the load for you as you choose to courageously embrace your empowerment. I'm literally just feeling like waves and waves of this violet flame and violet ray transmissions, like gently piercing every cell of my body. And I pray this for you as well. And here's the thing, when we are come into contact with such a powerful transmission of activation, divine love, and true, Isis believes in you. Like she believes in you in such a way that you don't even believe in yourself. She believes in you so much that her resonance of unshakable faith in who you are and why you came here is blowing back, is literally blasting out like outdated insecurities, unworthiness, and that's just no longer a match to where you stand now in your life. Sometimes we keep wearing an old outfit, thinking that old outfit is the one we should be wearing, and the whole world of fashion is completely changed. What is that a symbol of? It's like, what is that a metaphor? It's like you may be carrying around an old identity that doesn't even apply to you after years of activating your divine genome, practicing embodying your higher self. Perhaps you've taken a curriculum or two, or maybe all of them in our mystery school, and it's time now for you to step into your Sophia Circle leadership. It's like this could be that moment where you let go of that old outfit and you step into that radiant spiritual light body of your fabulous golden dragon light body. Like, what is that radiant sovereign avatar of you look like now in this moment? What does it feel like to embody your higher self in your divine purpose now in the present moment? Not you 3 years ago, not you 10 years ago. What story are you ready to go up into flames here in this violet light of Isis' embrace? And she is smiling at you. Her glory, her beauty, her overflowing divine love is transmitting from her third eye to your third eye. It's safe to let go and to see yourself in a completely new way. And as her activations light up your third eye, fill you with that violent ray essence, you're going to feel the presence of Hathor coming up behind you, activating the back of your third eye, your crown chakra, the back of your throat, as well as the back of your heart chakra. And you're going to probably feel, for those of you who've activated your angel wings, I feel my angel wings going literally straight out at this interesting angled direction. It's almost as though like with you to hold your arms out like in a yes. Like it's like your angel wings are being held out in that yes, that Y angle, saying yes to your angelic mission, saying yes to your interstellar mission. If you have a connection with Hathor, this is what this is saying is you have a conscious or even a subconscious understanding that your higher self purpose for being here is connected to many species and many planets in this cosmos, not just the future of Earth or humanity. Ultimately, in chapter 5 of the Sophia Code, the Sophia Dragon Tribe declare this is an interstellar transmission for Christ consciousness across the cosmos. And the reason why we're here, the reason why we chose to become living angels in human form in the middle of this insanely intense spiritual battle for the heart of humanity is because humanity is a turning point for many other species to evolve in this part of the universe. So I pray that you can feel Hathor and Isis's gratitude for your willingness to take a stand, to explore these Sophia Code teachings, to touch into the very powerful light of your sovereign divinity that is invoking both your greatest potential and yes, it's also invoking your greatest insecurity and fear so that you can transmute them, so that you can be present with the traumas of this lifetime and others, and learn how to love yourself all the way through to the other side of your greatest spiritual offering, the spiritual gold of your leadership in this lifetime. So I'm witnessing kind of like this angelic group sandwich hug around you with Isis and Hathor, and what a way to get a group sandwich hug. I mean, wow. And Hathor's final close transmission for this meditation, she's saying part of being a sovereign creator, as we shared yesterday in our previous YouTube live transmission with Hathor, it's like Hathor was genius creativity. There's a reason why Hathor was known as the goddess of abundance, the goddess of wealth and prosperity in ancient Egypt. It's like her creative genius never saw lack. Her creative genius was always creating more wealth and prosperity for others, right? It's just like her prayer was a prayer for community prosperity, not just individual prosperity. And that is the prayer that we have for our Sophia Circle leadership community. I mean, we finally were able to just launch our affiliate program, which we're going to be doing our first affiliate training in Austin this May, which I'm so excited about, because prosperity consciousness is a huge part of Christ consciousness. And so Hathor's final transmission is she's saying, do not allow the fear tactics, the warmongering of those that are secretly in power here in the Matrix, whose time is limited, by the way, Hathor is sharing, whose time is limited to rule this planet in fear, because we as a collective are rising up in our sovereign divinity as sovereign creators of a new paradigm for Earth's future and for humanity's future. So she's saying, do not allow the fear mongering of these times to distract you or delay you from your focus upon prospering yourself and your ministry and your leadership in all ways. She's saying it's up to you. You can prosper in all circumstances, but it is your choice. It is your choice to do so. You have to access the master within you to choose, what am I focusing on every day? Am I focusing on what I am creating, what I am offering, how I'm showing up to life, how I'm willing to receive new opportunities, how I'm willing to step forward and take those creative risks that are going to bring back greater blessings and abundance and opportunities to me? Is that what I'm going to stay focused on? Or am I going to stay focused on the narrative that would keep me pent up in fear, bent over, my heart, scared, immobile, paralyzed, terrified? We've had a lot of practice over the past 2 years to explore what it takes to embody a courage that sets this world on fire. Most importantly, sets the matrix on fire. Allows the old paradigm of fear and terror to literally melt in the light of that solar Christ consciousness radiating through, that brings life and prosperity to everyone and everything in your reality. That's your choice. That's our choice. That's the stand. That's the bar that we're raising as the Sophia Code community for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. That's where we're taking a stand. We're not giving into these world events. We're choosing to create beyond them, because if we don't, who will? It's just like, that's what we're up to in this light worker movement. And so I'm welcoming Hathor's transmission of grace to bless you, body, heart, and mind. Most importantly, she's bringing her hands to your soul, your sacral chakra, that center of creativity, that center of prosperity, of loving and healthy relationships, and to feel her blessing over you. She's helping to extract and release any viral programming or belief systems that would keep you, she's saying, devoted to misinformed belief systems, and realigned with that grounded, anchored presence of your higher self, filling your body with the prosperity consciousness of Source. There's nothing not prosperous about Source. Your creator, your Holy Mother, Holy Father, God is continually and perpetually, eternally creating us and all of reality for us to experience this classroom of life every moment of every day. It is only the ego structure and those that are separated in their consciousness from the truth of their sovereign divinity that would ever create the fear and terror of lack consciousness or a slave matrix system. You are a sovereign creator, and you are here to create beyond a slave matrix. That is what we're choosing in our leadership in 2022. Dragon's gonna dragon. We're here for the year of the dragons, where we all step into our golden dragon mastery, and we all choose to prosper together, side by side, heart to heart, wing to wing. That's part of your ministry as well. That's part of your service as well, is staying in that space of generosity, staying in that space of receptivity, staying in that heart-centered connection to your higher self, the ascended masters, your spiritual guides and guardian angels that are always going to keep pivoting you to the next best choice for empowering your life. And in that spirit of generosity, I am so excited. We're going to announce what our giveaway is. As we close up this really fun live, I'm just loving all of everyone's comments in the chat. Thank you so much for all of your interaction with one another and with me. Again, if you want to qualify for today's live giveaway, please be sure to share your name, because we're going to need to know how to get in touch with you, what city or state or country that you're watching live from. And we're just so excited to announce that we are giving away, oh my God, kind of takes my eyes for a second. In the spirit of Hathor and Isis abundant transmission, we are giving away one live ticket, which is huge, to Austin, to our Sovereign Spiritual Leadership Training, where you can step up to the mic live with me and with your community. And we're also going to be doing so many things with our Sophia Circle leaders. Are going to be having outdoor fire ceremonies, channel professional teachings, leading edge insights from marketing insights and business insights from the perspective of our international movement, our Sophia Circle leaders, and special guests, and most importantly, this opportunity for us to train together live, and what it means to fully be seen in your gifts and to step up to that mic with your message, with your heart's prayer, with your gifts and talents, with me on stage live in Austin. Are we ready for this? One live ticket to Austin, which is a really generous offering. You can learn more about this Austin experience on my website at kaia.com. It is a huge gift. It really is. And just to share a little bit about the ticket is $21.95. We have empowerment payment plans that are extremely generous to help you get to Austin. We have travel forums where you can make plans to travel with one another. And here's the reason why the Austin leadership training is where it's at. I was given the guidance by the Ascended Masters last year that we offer so much at our live events. We offer so much training. People's lives are so profoundly transformed that it was absolutely essential that we priced this event accordingly. It's still the minimum price of what you're going to receive, which is invaluable. And anyone who's attended our live events can attest to that. We have a ton of testimonials that you can read about how life-changing these trainings are. And I was feeling really conflicted about it at one point because of world events, and I checked in with the Ascended Master and they were like, no, this is the bar that we are raising for your community to understand just how prosperous they really are. This is the upgrade. This is the initiation of grace where, it's like, do not play to the smallness of these times. Invite people to the greatness within. And that's what we're doing. We're taking a stand so that you in your own leadership and your offering can step into that worthiness of knowing that you deserve to also feel that sacred exchange in your leadership, in your ministries, in your platforms, and that this is how we build a sovereign paradigm. It's by raising the bar and accepting the challenge that we're just the angels for the job, and that we deserve to receive these kind of trainings and immersives in person and live, that is going to exponentially expand and bless our leadership with professional tools, insights, and opportunities to transform like lightning together in person. So yes, I'm super excited to now announce our live Austin giveaway. Live in person is going to Sophia Grace, congratulations, Sophia Grace. We're so excited. You're coming to Austin. We'll see you in Austin at the Fire Dragon Sovereign Spiritual Leadership Immersive. Please be sure to congratulate Sophia Grace. We're so excited to be able to give this away to one of our beautiful community members. And when we celebrate a community members when we are celebrating all of our wins, because the spirit of generosity, when we're able to celebrate a giveaway winner, we're able to create the space for those same miracles to happen for ourselves and open up our hearts to receive the activation of what's happening here in a live giveaway. So congratulations, Sophia. We're so excited to be with you in Austin Live. I want to thank every one of you for joining us live today. This has been so much fun. We'll see you again tomorrow here on YouTube Live for our next KR Daily transmission. We're going to continue to focus Isis and Hathor on creativity and communication. Please be sure to like this video. And if you enjoyed today's transmission and you're new to the channel, please be sure to go ahead and subscribe to kaia.com. And we've got some great articles and newsletters coming out really soon. So be sure to subscribe to our mailing list at kaia.com. We also have some free gifts when you sign up for an email. So we look forward to seeing you in Austin. Feel free to reach out to my team angels if you have questions about attending our Sovereign Soul events this year, both in Austin, Sedona, as well as Scottsdale, Arizona. We love you so, so much. Thank you for the privilege, joy, and honor to be a part of your spiritual journey. Namaste, everyone. We love you so much.